Welcome back, my magical friends. Every great story begins with a pattern, and the most sacred of all patterns is the number 3. 3 friends, 3 forces, 3 faces of one whole truth. Harry, Ron, and Hermione. They are more than heroes of a school story, but rather they are the living archetype of an ancient pattern that appears across myth, religion, and even astrology. They're the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Creator, the Preserver, the Transformer. Across thousands of years, the number 3 has been used to describe the process of creation in the cosmos, in consciousness, and in the human heart. So today, let's explore how J.K. Rowling didn't just write 3 best friends. She wrote the modern embodiment of the Holy Trinity itself. And so let's begin with the power of 3. Why 3? Because 3 is wholeness. In myth, it represents the stages of transformation. It's birth, life, death. It's mind, body, and spirit. It's past, present, and future. Carl Jung, the psychologist, believed the Trinity represent integration, the self, the shadow, and the soul coming into balance. And in astrology, the trine is the most harmonious aspect, a symbol of flow, ease, and divine design. Rowling uses the same structure, one heart, one mind, one foundation, all working together. So let's break down and go through the golden trio. And let's begin with Harry. Harry represents the divine child, the spark of light born to bring balance to the darkness. In myth, his figure appears as Horus, Krishna, or even Christ, the one who survives death, returns to life, and restores the world to balance. Harry's story echoes this in this exact arc. The boy who lived, born under prophecy, scarred by darkness, yet guided by compassion. He represents the solar hero in astrology, the Leo archetype, courage, leadership, the heart. But what makes him divine isn't his power, it's his choices. As Dumbledore once said, it's our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. Harry chooses love over vengeance. He chooses sacrifice over safety. And when he walks willingly into the Forbidden Forest and the Deathly Hallows, he embodies the same archetypal energy of Christ, Buddha, or Prometheus, the soul who sacrifices itself to awaken others. Harry is the son of the Trinity, the heart of the pattern, the one who brings light through compassion. And then we have Ron. Now, Ron Weasley may not be the chosen one, but he's the one who chooses loyalty again and again and again. Ron is the grounding force, the earth beneath Harry and Hermione's cosmic mission. He's the archetype of the divine masculine, the stable, protective energy that holds the Trinity together. In mythology, this figure is the father figure, or the preserver, or like Vishnu in Hinduism, or Isis in Egyptian myth, the guardian of the hearth and the heart. Astrologically, Ron embodies Taurus and Cancer energy, steadfast, loyal, and deeply emotional beneath his humor. His greatest strength isn't his wand, it's his devotion. And even when he falters, he always returns more powerfully in the Deathly Hallows when he comes back after leaving and destroys a Horcrux that whispers his every insecurity. And in that moment, it symbolizes a masculine healing in its own shadow because he faces doubt, jealousy, and fear and emerges renewed. Ron is the foundation, the anchor that allows the light and wisdom to thrive. And then we have Hermione Granger, the mind and soul of the Trinity. In mythology, she represents the divine feminine, the goddess of wisdom. She's Saraswati, Athena, Sophia, the one who brings divine order through knowledge and compassion. Hermione's gift isn't only intellect, it's discernment. She knows that power without wisdom becomes chaos. Her time turner in The Prisoner of Azkaban isn't just a clever plot device. It's a symbol of her sacred connection to time, truth, and destiny. Astrologically, Hermione embodies Mercury and Virgo energy. It's organized thought in service to purpose. And her most beautiful line reveals the soul of her archetypes. And she says, books and cleverness are great, but there are more important things, friendship and bravery. And that's when the mind becomes the heart. That's when the feminine becomes the divine. She's the spirit, the breath that transforms knowledge into love. And now, the sacred pattern of the Holy Trinity, it's a pattern that appears everywhere across all cultures. In Christianity, it's the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Hinduism, it's Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. And in Egyptian myth, it's Orisis, Horus, and Isis. In Buddhism, it's Sangha, Dharma, and Buddha. In Harry Potter, it's Ron, Harry, and Hermione. The foundation, the heart, and the wisdom. The one who preserves, the one who acts, and the one who enlightens. It's not just friendship. It's sacred geometry in human form. But even the Holy Trinity has a shadow side. And in the next episode, we might just look at Voldemort, Bellatrix, and Pettigrew, because they are the darker version of the sacred Trinity. Because, as Sirius Black once reminded us, the world isn't split into good people and Death Eaters. Light and dark live in all of us, and the Trinity is a simple mirror, asking which force we'll feed today. Harry reminds us that heroism is the heart. Ron reminds us that love is loyalty. And Hermione, well, she reminds us that wisdom is compassion. And together, they show us that true magic isn't learned in a spell book, but rather it's remembered in our soul. So, my question for you is, which one of the Trinity spoke most to you? Was it the heart, the foundation, or the wisdom? Tell me in the comments below. And if you love deep diving into the myths and magics beneath Hogwarts and Harry, hit like and subscribe for more Harry Potter wisdom.